Hello denizens, welcome back to your favorite channel Top 10 Den. In today's dose of enlightening content, we're unmasking a silent but deadly adversary, radiation. Ever since we harnessed the atom's power, radiation and its implications have persistently posed challenges to humanity and all life on Earth. We'll be peeling back the layers on the top 10 dangers of radiation, discussing impacts on health, the environment, and life as we know it. Starting our countdown at number 10, we have the immediate physical effects of radiation. High-level radiation exposure can result in severe skin burns, akin to extreme cases of sunburn. This isn't your typical sun-kissed look, though. It's a painful, often disfiguring experience that can take weeks or even months to heal. Moreover, acute radiation syndrome, ARS, or radiation sickness, is another immediate threat. ARS is a serious illness that occurs when the entire body receives a high radiation dose, usually over a short period. Symptoms range from nausea, weakness, hair loss to more severe ones like bloody vomit and stools, infections, and even death. In the unfortunate event of a nuclear accident or attack, ARS is a grave concern for those in the vicinity. Radiation is an undercover agent at number 9, its subtle but sinister work within the human immune system. Overexposure to radiation can reduce the number of white blood cells in the body, weakening the immune system. This makes individuals more susceptible to illnesses and infections, ranging from the common cold to more severe diseases. It's like your body's defenses are working without their full arsenal, making it significantly more challenging to ward off these disease-causing invaders. At number 8, we're delving into the realm of genetics. High radiation doses can cause genetic mutations, impacting not just the individuals exposed, but potentially their future generations as well. These mutations can lead to a variety of genetic disorders and may result in birth defects in the offspring of exposed individuals. Radiation's reach goes beyond the immediate victims, echoing into the future and affecting the very building blocks of life. Thyroid cancer secures the 7th spot in our countdown, specifically due to exposure to radioactive iodine. Radioactive iodine is readily absorbed by the thyroid gland and can lead to thyroid cancer years after exposure. This became starkly evident following the Chernobyl disaster. Thousands of people, especially children who consumed contaminated milk and other foods after the accident, ended up developing thyroid cancer. The incident serves as a sobering reminder of how exposure can manifest as serious health problems years later. At number 6, we have another form of cancer that's closely linked to radiation: leukemia. Leukemia is a type of blood cancer that begins in the bone marrow. Studies, including research on survivors of the atomic bombings in Hiroshima and Nagasaki, have found a correlation between exposure to radiation and an increased risk of this cancer. Workers in nuclear power plants also face this increased risk, emphasizing the need for rigorous safety measures in these facilities. Taking a dive into environmental impacts at number 5, we examine the harm radiation can cause to aquatic life. When radioactive materials find their way into bodies of water, they can contaminate the water and subsequently aquatic organisms. This can disrupt the balance of delicate marine ecosystems and lead to bioaccumulation, the concentration of radioactive material within organisms. This accumulated radiation then works its way up the food chain, creating a domino effect of ecological damage. Soil contamination takes the 4th spot on our list. Much like in aquatic ecosystems, radioactive materials can pollute the soil, leading to detrimental effects on plant life. These contaminants can be absorbed by plants, posing a risk to the organisms that rely on these plants for food, including humans. This can result in a decrease in biodiversity, impacting the health of ecosystems and reducing their resilience against other threats. Number 3 on our list is the alarming possibility of contaminating the food supply. When a nuclear disaster occurs, radioactive fallout can land on crops and contaminate them. Radioactive materials can also be ingested by livestock through contaminated feed or water. The consumption of these contaminated crops or livestock can lead to internal exposure to radiation, adding to the myriad ways radiation can infiltrate our bodies and cause harm. In the number 2 spot is the forced displacement of communities due to radiation. This goes beyond physical health impacts, delving into the social and psychological trauma that results from nuclear accidents. Think of the Chernobyl and Fukushima disasters. Large areas around these sites were rendered uninhabitable due to high radiation levels, forcing entire communities to abandon their homes, possibly forever. It's a displacement that brings immense upheaval, altering lives in profound and often distressing ways. Topping our list at number 1 is the long-term ecological damage that radiation can cause. Nuclear disasters can result in the widespread and long-lasting contamination of the environment. Recovery from such contamination can take hundreds, if not thousands, of years. The exclusion zones around Chernobyl and Fukushima serve as grim reminders of this reality. These zones are essentially ghost towns now, with nature slowly reclaiming the space, but under the shadow of persistent radiation. And there you have it, denizens, our deep dive into the top 10 dangers of radiation. It's a topic that can be unsettling to consider, but it's crucial to be informed about these potential risks. Radiation has both its benefits and detriments, and while we've harnessed it for many useful applications, its potential for harm is significant and must be acknowledged and respected. We hope this video gave you some food for thought. Were you surprised by any of these dangers? Do you have any insights or experiences you'd like to share? We'd love to hear your thoughts, so don't hesitate to drop a comment below. And if you found this video informative and engaging, be sure to give it a like and hit that subscribe button. Your support helps us continue to bring you more content just like this. Thanks for being a part of our Denizen community. Stay curious, stay informed.